We are getting some of the weirdest information from these Epstein files. You heard about the Bill Gates one? Yeah. It's Epstein talking about how, Bill Gates was getting down, for lack of better description, and had some extra troubles, but adult troubles. And apparently, his other half needed some help with those extra adult troubles as well. If you don't know what I'm talking about, I'm not going to get explicit here. And you know what? The information wasn't that explicit, and it left a lot to the imagination. It also said how Epstein was upset with Bill Gates ending their relationship or friendship, whatever they had, in I think 2013. And that he was kind of the mediator in his extramarital marital issues when they were friends. And then at the end of all this, none of it was substantiated. You see what I mean? Now the information's getting like odd, obscure, kind of like information we really didn't need to know. I don't really care to know where Bill Gates where he decides or what he decides to do in his sexual life. I don't want to know all that. I don't want to. And while they're explaining this in the news, it's a picture of Bill Gates' wrinkled settlement. Sitting there like this. I don't want to. I don't think too many people want to hear about a grandpa getting dead. Just don't. It's getting silly, people. It's supposed to. This was all designed to get Trump, and it doesn't. First of all, when he started releasing it, it looked like the Bill Clinton files. He's in a hot tub, time machine, and everything. And then you saw Michael Jackson and Diana Ross, just all kinds of random people taking pictures with him. And now Bill Gates with this weird, strange story. I didn't want to hear that. I didn't want to know that. But it's out there. Did that just get, it's just like people, we want to know more. Well, you can't know about the victims. We don't need to know their names, anything that's supposed to protect them. What else were people expecting to find out? You would find out about Bill Gates doing stuff he didn't need to be doing as a married man. Just saying. It's just uncomfortable now at this point. It's getting uncomfortable. Now I'm saying, can they please stop? Can they please stop sharing his Epstein file information? It's getting a little bit weird now. All right. See you on the next one. Make Iran great again. Nigga? Sounds weird. And seeing that, and it made me think, that's different. I don't see that necessarily happening the way it sounds. The regime is still running things. They're still in charge, aren't they? So I don't know about making it great again. You know what I mean? Like, I think it's funny. That's better. Get them lights right in there. I think it's hilarious. Practical? No. Do I see it happening? No. But well, I won't say no. It may happen. It may happen. But at the moment, you have the U.S. Armada there. The USS Abraham Lincoln. How fitting. Abraham Lincoln, one of the greatest presidents in U.S. history. The one that freed the slaves. It's kind of an accomplishment, kind of a good thing, isn't it? That's something to be honorable, and apparently it's huge. But U.S. aircraft carriers are like basically cities on a boat that could defend themselves, like blow stuff up like in a Michael Bay movie. You know what I mean? Now, the Supreme Leader shouldn't be funny, but it is, because when I hear Supreme, I think of Burrito Supreme. I think of Supreme Pizza from Pizza Hut. When I hear Supreme Leader, it puts me in the mind of a comic book or something like X-Men or something. Well, anyway, the Supreme Leader said, well, if the U.S. attacks, it will start a regional war. And it almost feels obvious when he said that. Yeah, I kind of expected that. Now, wars can last years, and they can last days and hours. Let's say it does start a war. I don't see it lasting very long. But then, that's what Putin thought about Ukraine when he invaded. It wouldn't last very long. 3 years later, he's still struggling with it. So you never know. But, I think there's tough talk. I think Trump is pushing for a deal. And whether they like it or not, they might end up making one. Because the alternative is Trump will do something about it. And if y'all remember with the nuke situation in Iran, yeah, he's got the cards on this one. Definitely does. Oh, sorry. Oh, this one is so boring. I wasn't even about to talk about it, but it's that boring that it's actually not boring. Melania Trump is doing a documentary, and she's made a big deal with Netflix, and they plan on doing 3. Yeah. Everybody's saying how crap it is in the box office. Said it's not doing well. One guy was like, he walked out, that was the most boring piece of art I've ever seen. It's blatant propaganda. It was really crap. I was like, wait a minute. As a grown man, why would you decide I'm going to the theaters to watch a movie called Melania after Melania Trump? Why? I'm not interested. As a grown ass man. No, I'm not interested. It sounds like a chick flick documentary, and nothing's wrong with that. I'm not in the target audience. I guarantee you that much. And even the director said, "Oh, we didn't expect it to do well at all in the box office." He's like, he said the win is that it even got in theaters. And you know what? I actually agree with him. A movie called Melania about Melania Trump actually making to theaters is a success in itself, even if it flops, because they're making a deal with Netflix anyway. And we found that sometimes, in the weirdest way, you can make more money just on Netflix and not even see the movie theaters. Plenty of movies have done that. But you know what? I don't think this is going to be a success whatsoever. And I'm going to tell you why. It's really simple. It's really simple. Melania is not a dramatic person. She's very boring. And that's good. That means there's no drama with her. She doesn't walk around complaining about everything. Anytime you see her, she's just doing nice things and she's just being a nice person. People like to see dramatic things, and Melania isn't one of those people that produces that. So I'm not surprised that people were, milquetoast about it. And I think that's a good thing. Because Trump has enough drama as it is. At least when he goes home, he's not putting up with a lot of crap now, is he? Because she doesn't come across as a dramatic type. Anyway, congratulations, Melania. I think if it does well, that's where the hurt to come in. People will be destroyed about it. Other than that, you know what, man? You do what you want to with yourself. I try loads of things that fail, so I'm not one to talk. You go for it, Melania. You do your thing. Ain't nothing wrong with trying. Just because you try don't mean you're going to win, but at least you tried. Yeah, that's it, man.